Okay, good morning and welcome to Mishna Yomi. We're learning now Perek Dalid, uh, Mishnayos Ted and Yud, Musach Sheviis. Continuing basically what we said in the previous four Mishnayos. Ted, Mishnah Ted, Zaysim Mishach Nitzu, Revius Lasa. We talked about eating in the field and bringing into your house. This is the third type of fruit that you're allowed to, once it has enough juice in it, that if you take a saw, which is a big measurement of olives, a large amount of olives, and you can squeeze altogether out a revius. A revius is 3.3 ounces, chazon is 5 ounces. Potseya v'ochel basada, you could rupture them and eat them in the field, because you could eat it, like we said in the last four Mishnayos about grapes also, and te'enim, that there's a concept of eating them in the field. If they were more ripened, that you can actually, from a saw, you could actually get out a half a log, which is two revias. Kotesh v'sach basada. Not only can you can actually, not only just, you can actually completely rupture it and anoint yourself in the field. Hechnisu shlish kotesh basada v'chonosel beisel. If a shlish, a third of its growth, the olives reached, there's a higher level where they actually reached a third of their ripening. Kodesh basada v'chonosel beisel. You could actually bring it into your house. You could rupture it in the field and bring it into your house, because it's already roy la'achila. When it comes to olives, these different sizes, only reaches this third level, it's chayav and maestros, a shlish. Sharkol peras ilan konas and the maestros kachanas and the shvius. And the same thing for other fruits. Only by these three things, the previous five Mishnayos, we're talking about grapes, and we're talking about figs, and we're talking about olives. So then you can start eating in the field. Other fruits, you go by maestros. Maestros is the gemar puri when it's completely ripened. That is considered the time when you can start eating it on Shemitah, and it's not considered la'achla of la'hefsid. Mishnah Yud me'emas like kotzin ha'ilan b'shvius be'shamay. There's a point you can't cut down a tree. If you cut down a tree, again, the Rav says it's a problem la'achla of la'hefsid. You're destroying the tree, not just a problem of destroying a fruit tree, which applies all years, but destroying the tree from producing fruit. If it doesn't grow at all, nothing's growing at all, you're not destroying it. But if a little bit has grown, even the leaves come out, the buds come out, it's currently destroying it. There's a second reason given in the Rav and the Rambam. We'll discuss that in Ian Mishnayos. B'shamay called Elon Mishayotzi. B'shamay says any tree, when they start buds, the leaves start coming out, it's already called destroying. The carob trees, when they start weighing down the tree, vines, when you can see the seeds in the grapes, the olives, when they start having the crown on top of the olives. Ushar kol ilan mishiyotzi. All the other trees, they agree with Beis Shammai when the leaves start coming out. Kol ilan keman shabala onas ha'maishros modja lakatz. So when it comes to full growth, ma'aser the gemar pri, you're allowed to cut the tree down, because you're going to use it la'achlav la'hefsed. It's not in a state now where you're destroying the fruits. The fruits are fully grown, so you cut it down to eat. Now this shifts to a different halacha. It says in the Torah you're not supposed to cut down a fruit-bearing tree unless the wood is worth more than the actual fruits. How much an olive tree, for example, how much olives does it have to be considered an olive tree, the fruit-bearing tree? Rova. So the opinion of the Tanna Kama is a rova hakav, a fourth of a kav, right? Each asa is 30 kavim, small measurement. Rishon Galil Omer HaKol Lefi Azayis, depends on how big the olive tree is. A big olive tree, so then whatever is substantial enough to be considered valuable as fruits, then you can't cut it down. If it's not valuable, then you could cut it down, because again, the wood is worth more than the fruits itself. With that, we'll end Mishna Yomi. This is really Friday's Mishna Yomi, but we're going to make it all up today. See you in Mishnah. It's coming up next.